In the journey through the book of Revelation, as we transition from chapter 16 to chapter 17, we witness a dramatic shift. Chapter 16 concludes with the pouring out of God's final judgments upon the earth, vividly described as 7 bowls of wrath. This chapter is a stark portrayal of divine justice, culminating in the great earthquake and the fall of cities, signaling the imminent climax of God's plan. As we enter chapter 17, the focus narrows to a mysterious figure, the great harlot who sits on many waters. This imagery, rich in symbolism, is crucial for understanding the broader narrative of Revelation. The harlot represents the corrupt systems of the world, both religious and political, that have led people away from the truth of God. She is depicted as being adorned with luxurious garments and precious stones, signifying the seductive allure of worldly power and wealth. The angel in this chapter explains to John, the author of Revelation, the meaning of the harlot and the beast she rides upon. This beast, which was seen in previous chapters, symbolizes an anti-God world power. The intricate relationship between the harlot and the beast illustrates the collaboration between corrupt earthly powers and the forces opposed to God's rule. As the chapter unfolds, we see the downfall of the harlot. This downfall is a divine judgment against all systems and powers that have opposed God and led his people astray. It's a reminder that though evil may flourish for a time, it will ultimately be defeated. The chapter serves as a stern warning against aligning with such corrupt powers and urges believers to remain steadfast in their faith. It's important to recognize the allure of worldly powers and the temptation to compromise our values for temporary gain. This passage calls for discernment and faithfulness, encouraging believers to resist the seductive influences of the world that stand in opposition to God's truth. The imagery of Revelation 17, while complex and symbolic, speaks to the timeless struggle between good and evil, between the divine and the worldly powers. It serves as both a warning and a promise, a warning against the dangers of spiritual adultery with the world, and a promise of God's ultimate victory over all forces of evil. Revelation 17 is not just a chapter of judgment and symbolism, it is a call to faithfulness, a reminder of the transient nature of worldly power, and an assurance of God's sovereign control over history. For believers, it underscores the importance of living in allegiance to God, resisting the enticements of the world, and looking forward with hope to the ultimate triumph of God's kingdom.